It's Week 17 of the NFL, and we've got J.K. Dobbins. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. Hope y'all ready for this one under the lights on Sunday night.
We welcome you to Patriot Place and a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Thanks for having us in. Chill in the air. Folks are bundled in the seats and on the field. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, a bit warmer up here in the booth. These cold weather games, Greg, always interesting to watch how it impacts the players down on the field.
Absolutely, and these nights are kind of tricky, Mike, right? It's how much do you want to spend preparing for it, thinking about it, and really letting it almost become like a mental factor leading into the game. But you also have to be prepared. What are you going to wear? How are you going to keep yourself not only warm, but then be able to go out there and perform and be functional, and you're not running around with a parka on. So it is a very delicate balance between being comfortable and being functional, and the teams that handle those conditions, especially in pregame, tend to have the advantage once the game's kicked off.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Automatic first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Let's go now.
Working out of the gun. It's May. Take a look here at those receiving numbers from his game a week ago. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is May. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes. So he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. If he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. He'll give it to Dobbins. And this will be good enough for a first down as he gets up past the 25.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Shotgun now for Herbert. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Jones. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick-6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick six.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, this is Jalen Reagor. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Ram. Whoa.
Herbert to throw. He's got the hook up downfield with McConkey. That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Johnston motioning over. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
He'll air one out for Palmer. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. We're all set to kick this one away. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. Ramondre Stevenson and the Patriots getting set for their next drive. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. Past midfield. Inside the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, New England. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Patriots will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense. And Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he comes into these final couple of games as the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. And he'll get about 5.
Go. Set. Home to try. 21. Ready.
From the gun, it's Herbert. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. 3rd down coming up. To throw is Herbert. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to take over once again. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Go!
Throwing is May. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Derwin James there defensively to break that one up.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he is the NFL leader in passing yards with 2 weeks to play. Looking to finish strong and capture the crown. They'll run it with Gus Edwards. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. That one complete to Johnston. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a 1st down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
Here's 2nd and 6. Herbert. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Here's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right around the 40. Christian Gonzalez comes in for the tackle. 2nd and 7. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. The Patriots out on top. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment.
Set. 59, 59. 5-9, 5-9. Baylor Tiger! Baylor Tiger!
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Putting the tight end in motion. Now it's Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Herbert to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. That is catch number 60 for the season.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Throwing now is Herbert. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. That sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. Dicker's kick is good. And the visitors get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down.
19 Tiger. Ready.
To throw now, May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Has completed to Douglas. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
Second down and 8. Throwing now is May. He's found his receiver, Butte.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Stevenson's got a first down and more. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Now, May. He is in. Great May. Touchdown, Patriots. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returnable for Rager. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throwing, Herbert. To the right side and hauled in by McConkey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to Foxborough after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hey, ram.
Now, Herbert. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Glad McConkey the one he was looking for. And it'll be second down.
5-9.
Now it's Dobbins. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage down that left side. And even 30 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
21.
On the give, it's Edwards. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
To throw, it's Herbert. To the goal line and in. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown. that touchdown. Number 11 on the year. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. First down throw there is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Quick throw, taken in. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. May to the air once more. That'll be complete to Gibson. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. New England going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again is May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Off he goes. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their third and final timeout. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. This one from 41 yards out. Sly's kick is good. And the Patriots going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports halftime report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. C.J. Stroud, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. It was a terrific first half from the rookie number 3 overall pick, Drake May. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. This will be returnable for Rager. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. A run with Dobbins. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. And with that last run, that moves him over 1,000 rushing yards on the year. A nice milestone in what has been an exceptional season on the ground. Throwing on first down is Herbert. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now Herbert throwing on second down. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marte Mapu. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes second and goal. They'll go with him again. And he's going the wrong way. Dropped back at the 7.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block,
and he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach fourth down by what they call on third down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on fourth. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on fourth down is leaning towards settling for 3.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Pats will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. First and 10.
21. Crowd right. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Let's go. Ready?
Now Herbert. And this ball batted away and incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, Kaplan. Go.
Herbert to throw. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And that last throw puts him over 5,000 passing yards for the year. That is pretty rare air. You're looking at only a handful of guys in the history of the league who've ever topped that number in a single season. Now Herbert again. This one complete to Palmer. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that. But it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Now Herbert on the bootleg. A throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That one taken in. Joshua Palmer for the score. Kicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the visitors are able to cut the deficit to 10. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go.
Here's May. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From out of the gun, here's May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Patriots ready for the punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
That one complete to McConkey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He has been terrific. Over 100 yards in this one. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's got Homer. It's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Johnston motioning over. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. 3rd and a yard. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
21.
Herbert to the air again. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit. Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now, May. open man there. It is Bourne. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Here we go, set.
They'll run here with Gibson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
So, here's the kicker, Joey Sly in a pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Herbert. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
59, 59. Five nine.
Now it's Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Crowd right.
The man in motion here is Chark.
Ray. Go.
Throwing again, Herbert. Pass brought in by Chark. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Set.
Herbert to the air again. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. 11 yards on the pass there. And that will be a 1st down.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
Hey, easy. Go orange. Let's go. Hey, go lion.
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Herbert now on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
59, 59. Set.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. Third and long. From the gun, it's Herbert. Open man's got it. That's Chart. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
Set. Five nine. Ready.
They'll try to run. And the big night continues. That last run gives him yardage to put him over 100 for the game. Here is first and goal.
Ram. Set. 380. Go.
They'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Let's go. Only took right.
Shotgun now for Herbert. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Herbert now on third and goal. This caught, trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up fourth down. Here we go. The noise is deafening. It's fourth and goal. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Gus Edwards has a touchdown.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
59. 5-9. Set.
Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Illegal touching. Offense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
First and 10 now from the 36. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down 2 and E. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down 2 and E. The last two runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Patriots. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners at home as we say so long from Foxborough.